How to make money fast with affiliate marketing. All right, now I want to teach you some of these cool strategies, none of which include the following: going to the gym, posting a selfie, and putting your affiliate link down below, or anything of the like. I hate that crap. I do want to teach you though how I have gone and made more profit in less time with my affiliate strategies, which have been pretty unique on the internet. Let's dive in. All right, now affiliate marketing is definitely a piece of my business. It's actually not the core of my business though. I have my own products, I have my own services, my own lines, but I use affiliate marketing for a lot of list building and a lot of quick cash grabs if I need to go dump money into another project. And it's been really awesome. It's worked really, really well. Over the last 3 years, pretty organically, I've made almost $600,000 without really any of my involvement. About $2,000 a week is about where it is, which is not bad. It ends up paying for a big portion of my business costs during pandemics, during things that were happening. It was cool. It was just the steady Eddie thing that kind of kept the doors open and my employees fine. So I'm going to teach you these next few principles, not really in any particular order, but these are some of the ways that I do make affiliate marketing profit rather quickly. This even worked when I was brand new. Now, this has happened several times. I like to promote a lot of ClickFunnels products, a lot of Russell Brunson stuff. I'm very picky about what I promote. I would take that as a first nugget there as well, by the way. Be picky about what you promote. I was going in and I was coming out of an event. We run a lot of events. And basically, ClickFunnels reached out and said, hey man, like you got some organic sales here. If you do a little bit of a push, you might be able to place in this big competition that we're doing and you might be able to win a trip. So I was like, okay, cool. Let me go try this out here. And I went and in 3 days ended up placing in a really big affiliate competition. And while everyone else was promoting over 30 days. Okay, so it was actually really cool. Boom. Now, how did I do that? The way I did that, this is the very first thing I did, is I went and I grabbed some whiteboard space and I sat down and I looked at the product that we were promoting. And I started asking a really key question. I want you to ask the same. What are the problems that what you're promoting creates for somebody? That's it. Answer that question. Try to fill a whiteboard full of problems that your product is giving somebody, is creating for somebody. And I feel like, Steve, that makes no sense. I totally get it. And I've used this example before, but like take the iPhone, for example, right? We got this really cool solution from Steve Jobs, but he also handed us a whole bunch of problems. How do we turn it on? How do we make a phone call? All the things that you first thought of the first time you ever held an iPhone. How do I do this? How do I do that? Like, oh man, Steve, I gotta buy new headphones. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna give you some headphones in the box. Man, I gotta go buy a new charger. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go ahead and put the charger in the box. How do I actually do that? Don't worry about it. We have a Genius bar. You can ask any questions, right? He was solving follow-up problems that he actually gave you when you bought the phone. Same thing is true for whatever you're promoting or planning to promote. You're actually gonna give people problems. Okay, now it's not a bad thing, but the value of being an affiliate marketer like I'm teaching you now comes from this. I list out all these follow-up problems, and then I just choose 2, 3, 4, 5 that are easy for me to solve, but are also really valuable for the end user. And then all I do is I take those things and I give them away for free if they buy through me. Now I have a unique offer. Okay, so this is a big key thing to understand here, okay? It means that I get to be unique in a sea of everyone being the exact same, right? Everyone's selling the exact same product, but I have a different offer. They all have a product. I turned my product into an offer. Products and offers are not the exact same thing at all. They're very different. So everyone's selling a product. I solved follow-up problems and made mine an offer. Now that's one of the big key secrets. Now it's happened multiple times now because I have these cool offers built around whatever I'm promoting that I've placed in a lot of affiliate competitions without knowing it. Because I'll set it and forget it and leave it and walk away and it's so good. People talk about it. And then hey, Steve, you want another affiliate competition? Oh, I didn't know you're having one, right? And that's not to toot our own horn. It is to illustrate that this principle is very powerful and works. All right, for this next principle, I was coming off of, actually it was in between 2 sessions. I was doing a 3-day event, teaching for 4 hours a day. It was a lot, man. So there's a 2-hour session, a 2-hour break, and another 2-hour session. I get off of this session, okay, and I'm teaching, there's all these people, and I get off this basically stage. It was virtual, but it was off stage. This was a virtual event, this one. We do a lot of in-person ones though too. Basically, my team goes, hey, do you want to promote this thing? You have to promote it by, I think, midnight tonight. And I was like, I'm trying to get my next sessions together. Are you kidding me? All right, let's go for it, baby. So we did. So I went and we created this little tiny offer around what this big affiliate competition was going on. I ended up making like 75 grand from it. It was nuts. And we did it in an hour and a half. super fast. And it was because of really this next principle. Okay? And I've talked about this before in the past, but it's so key to understand this, that the reason why I pushed so hard in between sessions teaching for that long, which is very exhausting, is because I didn't want to miss the wave. What's the wave? Often we talk about markets being oceans, right? It's a red ocean, it's a blue ocean. You probably have heard that phrase before, right? Red ocean, blue ocean. Well, think about an ocean. There's waves. Oceans are not stagnant. A marketplace is either growing or it's shrinking, okay? And whenever there's this big push from a lot of influencers in a marketplace, it creates somewhat of a wave. You ever been on the internet and people will not shut up about the same thing, and there's so many people talking about it? That's you experiencing the wave, okay? When people are all collaborating together to talk about the same thing. Now, not all waves are created equal, right? So you have to understand that the easiest way to make a lot of money with affiliate marketing is to make sure that you time what you're promoting when everyone else is also promoting it. You in essence catch the wave. And the wave pulls you faster than you could probably push yourself. It pulls you further than you probably have power to. Think about this. Like when I promote something from Russell Brunson, he's got 400 employees. 400 employees. That's great. I have 4. Right? We've got 400. Right? That's nuts. That's super crazy. He's got 400 employees. They're all talking about it. He's got professional copywriting teams, man. All right. I have like me and like one other person. So his firepower is so much larger than mine. And the same is true for you, most likely, if you're watching this. So what I do is the best wave to catch is when the product creator does the push. And then all these other affiliates get on. And now this thing has gone from a wave to a freaking tsunami, right? Whoosh. I don't want to miss the wave. I'm going to get a list faster. I'm going to sell harder. I'm going to get way more money much quicker. I told you in the beginning of this, I'd teach you how to collapse time. This is one of the ways to do that. Catch the wave. That's why I was like, we got an hour and a half for me to do. Okay, let's do an affiliate promotion. And I hauled and I did it. And because of that, we made 75 grand, okay? I've done the same type of thing without the wave and we'll make like 7 grand, right? It's significantly less. This is one of the best and biggest hacks. If you're like, I don't have money to pay for ads. I didn't use ads to do that. I just caught the wave. If you like that, you like this third principle here. Before I dive into it though, I would love to know, first of all, hit the like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind hitting that bell. We'll actually go and it'll hit the little notification for each new video we put out. We typically put videos out almost every day. I would love to know in the comments though below, what is the most legendary internet launch you've ever experienced or heard of? The most legendary internet launch that you've ever been a part of, ever seen, or now that you have eyes for what I'm talking about, you're like, oh, that was a huge campaign. Super fun, especially when you start learning of catching these waves, but the biggest one you've ever seen down below. All right, for this final principle, it actually, you need to understand something about the nature of affiliate marketing. If I go sell a $100 product and I'm a 10% affiliate, I made $10, right? It's not that much money. The real money comes from what you do after you promote something. And so some have called this second money. Some have called, there's a lot of names for it. Ascend. All right, you have gone out and you've done a push. You timed with the noise. You've timed with the wave that was created by all these other influencers, people larger than yourself, and you caught the wave. You got people coming on in. So you made money fast for sure, but I actually don't really take that money as profit usually. I actually just usually take that money and I'll dump it into ads for my main product. So Steve, you're not for VC funding? I'm like, no. I'm actually usually for the most part totally against VC funding and things like Shark Tank, but I still do the same type of effect. I just don't give away parts of my company for doing it. I have all the equity in my company. And the reason is because I treat affiliate marketing like VC funding. I go and I do a big push. I do it organically. I ride the wave. I pull money in and I use that to fund my projects and products. Does that make sense? So the second money aspect is actually where you make the most of it. It's when it's been my experience anyway, it's when you use affiliate marketing as a list building and seed money collecting engine, not the end. It's a means to the end. And I go and I ascend people to the real product that's mine, 100% commission this time. Does that make sense? It's so much better. And when you do it that way, and by combining my products with strategic affiliate marketing promotions, that's been the fastest money for me in affiliate marketing. It's been very fast list building, and then you dump that attention into your own product. Some of these principles have been very theoretical. They might feel that way. If you want some actual tactics, I have a free mini course for you. Go to makeaffiliatesgreatagain.com. Super funny. Lost some people on the following for that domain. Go to makeaffiliatesgreatagain.com and it will teach you some of the actual tactics of pulling off what I'm teaching. And it's totally free. I'll see you there.